Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be installing the JP-1016. That's a 6x9 cut-in for your Jeep Wrangler JL and JT Gladiator soundbar. A couple tools that you're going to have to do this installation. Something to cut the plastic. We're using an oscillating tool, but anything that'll cut plastic will work. I do recommend a metallic marker, and you're going to need a Phillips bit and a hex driver. So let's go ahead and get started with this install. Alright gang, so to start this installation, you're going to be taking your hex 5, popping off these four, let me tilt it forward for you, these 4 bolts. So now with our T20 Torx, we're going to go ahead and remove the 2 speakers that are in the soundbar. Alright, and there's also a little piece of foam. You just set that to the side with your speakers. And as you see where the tweeter was, there's a grommet that's in the plastic that you need to push out and set to the side in the soundbar. Alright, so with both speaker harnesses, just tuck them up under. It's going to keep them out of the way for the next steps when we start to actually cut the hole to get the speaker in. So we're going to go ahead and lay our template in place and set it down. I do recommend using a silver marker, metallic marker. That way you can actually see the area you need to cut. And just go ahead and mark that out. And before we cut it, we need to take the port out that was in there from the factory for the other 2 speakers. And the gasket, you just set these to the side. So when you're putting in big sound with the 6x9, you're going to see the cut template is kind of going through the middle of this baffle right here. We're not going to get fancy with it. We're just going to take and cut around this baffle. You don't need it. And as you can see, the foam gasket on the bottom of your template is going to cover that area for you, so you don't have to worry about any leakage. I'm going to use an oscillation tool, but you can use any rotary tool, hacksaw, jeweler's tool, anything that's going to cut the plastic, that's what you can use. So we're going to dive right in, but before we do that, we're going to come back here, grab our safety squints, that way nothing flies up in our eye. Alright, so you can see where we cut it, and you're just going to pull that out. So we're just going to take a nice sharp box cutter and clean up all the flash from cutting the plastic. So with this cut out, we're almost done. What we're going to do is in your kit, you get some baffling, and what that's for is it's going to help slow down the air. Pop that in. It's also going to keep vibrations down because we're putting this little tweeter harness underneath. You can tape that down if you'd like, probably not a bad idea. And put that in there, leaving just our main harness. So set that down. Back to your template, you're going to see that there are some threaded holes. These are going to be what holds your speaker in. The rest of these holes, you're going to be putting these screws directly into the plastic to hold the template to the soundbar. If you're using a drill that has a clutch, just back that off to about 9 or 10. That way you don't strip out the hole. Alright, and as you can see, this template seals up the plate really nicely to the soundbar. So we're going to take our harness that comes also in this kit for your speaker. Grab that. Now you're going to want to orient it however you want to. If you want the logos to be towards the back seat or the front seat, it's really up to you. But we're going to go ahead and connect that up. match the holes to the template, and these screws actually go into those threaded holes. Alright, so that's got your speaker in place. Now what you want to do is put your grill on. So we include T20 bolts that can go into this, and it's got a flat black look. But with the JP-1016, you can option to keep your factory bolts in place. So with your installation complete, enjoy your new sound. Big sound. You went from a 4-inch to a 6x9. For more information on the JP-1016 and other Jeep accessories that we have available, visit us at metraonline.com.